Before the video there are a few reminders. First, I'm not an expert. I make my conclusions based on the observations I make and some of the background I have on music, directing, and voice. I am, however, open to arguments and other observations I might have missed. The comment section is open for anyone. Second, I try not to have any bias towards any member of the group or the group itself when doing these analyses. These are based off logical reasoning, and if anything I say is mostly opinionated. Third, I also try not to compare one group to another. There will be one instance that others might say I'm comparing one member of the group to another member of another group, but rest assured I just used an example and in no way comparing. Likewise, I hope you won't drag any other groups or members in the comment section below. I will also not tolerate any hate towards another group, member, or fandom in the comments. If the video is too long, I will put it in parts. With that said, I'm going to get started with the videos. My tactic is that I run through the video and make notes of individual scene, then analyze it or form an opinion as a whole afterwards. Jen's rap. Actually, I don't know if I should call it a rap or a vocal part. For me it's a mix of both. For one, the beat of the lyrics feel like a rap, but there were notes in there that consider it singing. But either way, foreshadowing, Jen's lines are more mixed and more catchy in this song compared to the previous ones she's done. If you notice her lines, they are either pure singing or a strong rap. Moving on to her voice, I can see that it's more level to her natural speaking voice. Unlike her voice in solo, it's in a higher pitch that sounds like she's straining to reach it. Lastly, her performance in the MV was more expressive. Based on the lyrics, she perfectly conveyed a person being a slave to her emotions. Her actions, aside from the dancing parts, are chaotic and raging, as if angry from the bitter farewell. As always, Lisa's rap is strong. Like all of her parts, she doesn't seem to have much of a style change. Although her rapping is always constant, she still portrays the strong women, girl crush concept the album and the group has. My concern, however, is her appearance. Not that I'm saying she looks bad, but the styling of her hair is worrying. I'm not sure whether it's called box braids or dreads, but that is sure to be part of a representation of African American people. All I'm worried about is that people might take it the wrong way. Look at me, look at you, look at Africa, you smile. They have a weird concept for her scene here. At this point I have not seen anyone interpreting this, or if it has a purpose or deeper meaning at all, rather than amplifying Jisoo's visuals. But I do want to focus on her voice this time. Jisoo's voice has a lower pitch than the rest of the girls, and quite possibly one of the unique ones in all of K-pop. This one might be opinionated, but I love deep voiced people, and I like it when they use their lower voice register. This part isn't as high as the usual set of notes that Jisoo sings, and to me that's a good thing. She has to show people her uniqueness, especially in her voice. Of course, I'm not telling her how to sing, but I would like to see some of her identity in the songs she sings. Man, those notes are high. Good job to Rose and Jisoo for reaching them. I ask the audience not to take offense at my words, but I'm worried about Rose when she performs them during lives. I'm not saying she's not talented. However, her voice gets shaky at times. High notes are yelled instead of sung, and it's not healthy for her. I can't exactly find any sources about her age, since they have too few songs to measure as said, but she has to work on her singing technique, that she hits the note, but doesn't yell it or strain it. We still don't have comeback stages at the time this was scripted, so I hope that she improves on her stability on live performances. Let's kill this love. Yeah. The dance is amazingly on point. Kudos to the choreographer to it. A bit opinionated again, but I think that the beat was very much aligned to the dance move they brought out. However, my concern is the directing of the chorus. To me, it feels off-center and leaning more into the left. Most of the camera movements are to the same direction. I hate to say this, but it leaves Jisoo out of screen time. There are multiple times she's not in the shot, blocked by a member, or the screen is off center making it unsymmetrical, and gives less attention to Jisoo. Here we are again with a mix of rap and singing lines. I'm very excited to hear the rap line during lives perform this part, since your voice switched from belting to a falsetto effect. Actually, I don't know how to explain the difference to those who don't know, so I'll link down a video that explains it. Regardless, I think that's a hard thing to do smoothly, and I'm anticipating that. This was also the part where it was obvious there's a lot more English in this song than there are the music videos. It makes me think of an analysis about BLACKPINK, that they are meant for the worldwide market. If anyone came through this as well, please do leave a comment on who the source is. I don't wanna plagiarize. Back to the thing, the 3 out of 4 members had relations to other countries and spoke languages other than Korean, which makes the worldwide market relatable to them. Only one member was born and raised in Korea alone, which appealed to the Korean people. Getting more English in the song might appeal to the general public all over the world. And another thing, if we have the rappers together, give us a scene where there are vocalists only, please. On this part I'd comment more about their visuals. Our vocalists here portray a more feminine side to BLACKPINK, focusing more on their looks. The rappers, however, portray a stronger personality. I've mentioned how I love Jisoo's voice. I know she can pull off high notes and can be stable during lives. But as an opinion, I do wish she'd stop having lines parallel to Rose. During lives, also mentioned in other vocal analyses, Jisoo strains to sing. I wish she would be given singing lines that are more her style, and not only Rose's. Let's kill this love. Yeah. Of course, great choreography. The huge bear trap is honestly scary. I wish that they didn't use that kind of lighting, as it's hard for me to decipher who was who. We all commit to life that makes you cry. Rose has a solo part here which I wish Jisoo would have also had a part. Again, very worried about her live shows hitting notes. Overall observations. The song itself is very heavy on the English. I believe that it's partly to attract more of the general public. Performance, dancing, acting wise, on this MV BLACKPINK did a good job. Jennie, Rose, and Jisoo all had gowns. Did Lisa get one? I'm very much anticipating the live shows and Mr. Removed. So far dancing has been great, but I wanna see their technique and how they improved. I'm gonna start a hashtag justice for Jisoo. I swear that girl must have had the least lines and screen time. Stop sleeping on Jisoo.